Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Friday market webcast. Okay, so we talked yesterday about bulls converted the 9-day. They converted weekly pivot, daily mid-band, you name it. They've converted it. New all-time highs were open. So we traded as high as 83 even in the overnight, and that's knocking right on the door, obviously, of the 43.84 half all-time high from all the way back on July 14th, so basically last Wednesday. We've been down to that 42.24 area. Let's go to the hourly chart. So here's Monday, and I talked in the room and I talked on here as we were sitting around between 24 and 38 for 2 or 3 hours saying, look, we may look back at the end of the week if they can't get this done, because converting that 24 was really going to open the door to some downside pricing. I was looking at things like 77, 41.77 below that if they could convert and get through the roundy. I feel like they caught the bears leaning there again, and once they got through and we started creating, higher lows and higher highs, then the dominoes all fall, right? Daily mid, 9-day, weekly pivot. There's little consolidations here and there. But yesterday you basically just had a little midday dip and then a slow, steady ramp up through the afternoon. So it's been really good trading this week. It has been really good trading. That's continued in the overnight. So for us, we are currently long in the 52 area, 52, 53. We've taken profits and we're just letting it work. I want to see how it goes into the open. I think they do want to print new all-time highs today. I had 68.77 and the all-time highs up above. From there, really, a new all-time high that does anything but reject opens up the roundy. And if you get a little bit of power through, you could certainly print 4,400 today by the end of the day. So that should be interesting. But the bottom line is, it's what I discussed Thursday and Wednesday. If the bears don't show up, if they're not going to be present, if they're not going to be a counterparty to all of this that should be taken seriously, then once the weak-handed shorts throw contracts at it, and the people that are fighting price throw contracts at it and get knocked out for the umpteenth time trying to guess where a high is going to be, the larger trend is going to just continue to sweep this thing higher and higher and higher, dragging all of those weaker hands along for a very painful ride. So in situations like this, you can try shorts here and there. Like we try a couple shorts a day, every day. And there, a couple of shorts yesterday off the open, they were plus sixes for us and, on a third, and then they stopped us out. But when they stopped working, when they went down and they bounced it off our lower level there, right in the noon hour, off the 41 area. There was a little bit of news yesterday about some various websites being out, and for 35 seconds people thought that was the end of days, and then when it wasn't, well, that was that, and we go back to our regularly scheduled programming and do the V recovery out of that and make a higher high. So you can be short at times, but when those trades, and they are just trades, begin to show their true colors, in that it's going in the opposite direction that it should be going if it was going to work, you got to get out. You got to get long, or you got to get out of the way. You can't fight it, because then you'll wake up to things like 43.80, 43.81. So we talked a little bit about that yesterday, about fighting price. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, go back and watch it. Shorter term levels today: volume weighted average price 75.5. Our proprietary moving average is 79.5. 5-minute mid is 79. So it's really all going to be about these all-time highs between there and 75, 71. I'll be very interested to see what kind of a reaction the first low of the day brings, probably during the morning hour. If you get a higher high, if it's interested in trading on a summer Friday, that you can get stair steps to the upside. I always get concerned late on summer Fridays whether they're going to go ahead and take profits after a very long week. Sometimes it gives you an opportunity to get short. Other times you just take profits with everybody else and go do something else. So summer Fridays can get a little strange. They can also be really boring. And after the week that we all should have had trading this thing, as we've discussed, if the thing doesn't want to trade, why do you want to trade? If the tape doesn't want to trade, or the tape doesn't want to be traded, why do you want to trade? Trading should not be, well, I'm here. It's not to entertain yourself. It's to make handles. So if the tape becomes untradeable, there was a point in time yesterday where we just didn't trade because it was choppy. It was a mess. We're like, no, we'll wait. Either it's going to break down below here or break up out above here. And then we traded that. And the long that we're in right now was the breakout trade from the level that we didn't want to mess with. So if the tape doesn't want to be traded, it's not your job to fuel it and make what would be a very exciting day just for you. And it usually ends up at the end of the day, it's not exciting in a good way. All right. Have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic weekend. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well. Come join the room over the weekend, and I'll talk to you Monday. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.